Hello everybody, my name is Christel and today I'm taking you on a tour. A sketchbook tour. So, last year I was a little bit too late with jumping on the MerMay wagon, but this year I was prepared. Ish. I mean, I still didn't finish the Mermaid challenge, but I did 16 drawings out of 31, so I'm really happy. Now, without further ado, let's start this sketchbook tour. So, for the very first day of Mermaid, I wanted to draw the one and only, we all know and love Mermaid Ariel from Disney. I always like drawing Ariel, especially her hair that flows around everywhere. I had so much fun coloring her in, especially her tail. Just the color alone I really love. And it's a combination of 3 colors, namely green, yellow and blue, and well, 4 if you count in the white gel pen. For day 2 I want to do something totally different, stepping out of my comfort zone, and I was thinking about a shark man. Now, I must say I did have references for both this muscular body and the shark's head. It took me about 3 attempts or more, I don't ever even recall at the moment. But finally I got the shark's head the way I wanted. And somewhere I wanted to do the other half of the body, but I didn't really know if I wanted to do a shark still at the end or still legs, so it ended up like this. For day 3 I wanted to do, I know it's not a mermaid, but on the other hand so wasn't Sharkman. I wanted to do Swamp Thing. I was inspired by the old horror Hammer posters like, thank you laptop, like Dracula and Frankenstein, and I wanted to do something like that, but it totally didn't turn out that way. And after some research, after I made this, I found out Swamp Thing is a DC character. I really didn't know that. But yeah, I like the way it looks. Of course, I couldn't put much detail in him because he's a Swamp Thing. Well, of course, there should be a lot of vines around him. But somewhere I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and put as much detail as I could in the decaying body of his loved one. Why the hell did I do that? So I know that the 4th of May is actually May the 4th be with you from Star Wars, but here in the Netherlands on the 4th of May, it's Remembrance Day. On this day we all remember war victims since World War II, soldiers who died for our freedom, and in my case my grandparents. That's why I wanted to do sort of a krans, hoe zeg je dat? When you have a memorial and you put like a leaf circle, I really don't know the English word and I'm too lazy to look it up. But I want to do something like that, and of course with old paper to say the word for those we have lost. Now on the 5th of May, we in the Netherlands celebrate Freedom Day. I shouldn't call that. It's Liberation Day. And this year it was the 75th year of freedom in the Netherlands. These are the colors of the Netherlands: red, white and blue. I've got a gradient of multiple reds in this flag because our royal house is called orange, and that's why we have this wimple. And at a certain point our flag, the red, was more orange, that's why orange above. I also wanted to incorporate it sort of a 40s style, and for this mermaid I was inspired by Peggy from Captain America, at least the hairstyle. I wanted to do something with it. I actually want to make this a bigger piece, but it didn't turn out that way because I was already a few days behind at the point I made this. So I wanted to do it, but I didn't came full circle, so this was my end result for the 5th day. For day 6, I just wanted to draw my OC character. That was double. Victoria Dracula. She is one of my OC's original characters. And of course, as you can guess, the other 3 days are related with her siblings. Well, my plan was to incorporate all of their favorite colors in their tails. Well, for Victoria, that's purple. But instead of giving her a seashell bra, I wanted her to have a sort of a Victorian corset, and that's what she's wearing. And for the 7th day, it's Victoria's little sister Mina. Can you guess her favorite color? I think it's yellow. Well, the funny part about Mina is that she has really long hair, and somewhere I wanted to make that super flowy. So technically it's not at the bottom there. She also has 2 colored eyes because her parents are Alucard and Sarah's Victoria from Helsing. And I wanted to incorporate it actually Sarah's transition from being human with the blue eye to a real vampire with a red eye. And that came together in Mina. For day 8, we have coffee. You cannot drink coffee on the water. This is Damir. Here's one. He's the 2nd oldest. And he really loves his coffee, but unfortunately, when you're underwater, you can't drink coffee because it will float everywhere. And he really doesn't like that because he really needs his coffee in the morning. And during the day. And in the afternoon. And at night. He's a coffee addict, let's put it that way. For day 9, we have Vlad. Vlad is the 3rd sibling, because Victoria is the 1st, Amir is the 2nd, Vlad is the 3rd, and Mina is the 4th. Yes. And with this drawing, I did something different. I used some old, I guess it's called watermarkers. I'm not sure. We called Stiften. Try to look that up. And I really like the way it looks, especially down here. It gives you a totally different vibe. But unfortunately, the paper is really thin, so I had to place something very thick underneath, otherwise it would go to like this many pages. And that wasn't cool. For day 10, of course, Mother's Day. That's why I was inspired actually by my niece. She recently became a mother, actually a month ago. Literally a month ago. That's why there's a little baby. But I normally also don't do tattoos on my characters, so I thought it would be really funny to give this one a mom tattoo. Mostly because it's Mother's Day, and that would... Whee! You saw nothing. Anyway, but because it's Mother's Day, I thought it would be very funny that she really loves her mom, but she also is a mom. And of course, I thought it would also be very funny to give old mom sailor's tattoo to a mermaid. For day 11, my prompt list said seal. That's why there is a cute little seal down here. I also wanted to make her a little bit more like my body shape, so a little bit bigger. But I also wanted her to be seductive, and that's why she has that kind of face. But you're probably more interested in that one. It was really fun to do, especially because it was the first time I actually used colored grey pencil, and those are really hard to find. But yeah, I like the way it turned out, and unfortunately this is not the piece that people liked on my social media. So maybe you guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Come on. For day 12 it was Octopus, and for some reason this one got a lot of attention. Apparently there's a whole cult about this called. She's called a Cecilia. How is it called? Cecilia. I still really don't know what it is. I've looked it up, but I don't have a concrete story to tell about it. But I wanted her to not look like Ursula, because when you do an octopus like this, and by the way, yeah, you can count it, and she has 6, but if you count her arms, they're 8, so octopus. But you have the trap when you do an octopus-like creature, or mermaid, that it will look like Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and I didn't want that. So I decided to color it red, and to actually try and do that her octopus body was actually a dress. That's why she's also wearing these long gloves. I want to say sleeves, but they're gloves. Because she's going to a sort of red carpet gala event, at least something fancy. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with also playing around with the tentacles. I wish I did something right here, because now it's like there's space there. But yeah, it was really fun, and apparently a lot of people like it, so maybe someday soon I will do another Cecilia. That one. Day 13, that was actually a day I took a break, and you can see that in this picture, because it was, because in my prompts list it was beach day. For some reason I was struggling with the concepts of what to do actually. Eventually it became a giant sandcastle. This is, by the way, not a flag. No. This is swimming trousers. They stole it from someone. This is not my best work, let's put it that way. For day 14 I wanted to do some sort of a freak show. So, well, actually my prompts list said prisoner, but immediately Freakshow came to mind, so that's why we have the big, short Freakshow director that is showing us a very sickly and starving mermaid. Yeah, I wanted to make it look a little bit more old, like an old poster, but I don't have the space for it actually. Should have done this on a much bigger piece of paper. And also if I had used different kind of paper, I would have been able to make this paper look old by putting coffee on it. If I do it on this paper, then the whole paper is gone actually. Day 15, the missing link. Yeah, I called the missing link because according to Darwin there should also, or at least a theory with the Darwin evolution theory, there should be, or there is a missing link. A link between the fish and the ape people, and this is my idea of it. Now I must say I like the use of the markers with color pencils. But for this piece, I really missed the mark on coloring. That's really my idea. I actually don't like the way I colored this creature in. I do like the way the seaweed is portrayed in here. And I went a little bit nuts with Starry Night over there. Also, I regret that I made the horizontal lines in the background and the vertical lines in the water, because it would have been a lot better if I put the water horizontally. But besides that, I really had fun, and maybe someday I will do a full scale of this creature. We will see. And for my last day, at day 16, the Little Mermaid 2, Ariel's daughter, Melody. Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. I said, yay, halfway there, and we're gonna go there, and then I became really sick. And I don't want to talk about it. But Melody is sort of the underrated Disney princess because not a lot of people know about her, because I think that Little Mermaid 2 Return to the Sea, Back to the Sea. Which one was it? Yeah. It was straight to video. VHS actually. I still have a VHS of this movie. But yeah, it was the different kind of story. Ariel wanted to grow legs and Melody wanted to grow a tail. And eventually she got it. Now, I did try to make an attempt at day 17, but it didn't came any further than the sketch and I didn't really want to post it. So yeah. So for now, thank you for joining me on the sketchbook tour. Normally I don't do this kind of thing. When I do a recap, I just put pictures up and put music under it. So let me know in the comments down below if you like to see more of these sketchbook tours recap or the original recap. For now, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Give this video a thumbs up and comment on this video. Also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. Also, follow me on social media at Christel Designs. And I will see you in another video. Goodbye.